And now we'll be connecting with our correspondent, Chinwe Ugele, who's currently in Anambra State. Chinwe, good afternoon. Can you give us an update of what's happening and where you are?
Good afternoon. I am currently in Umweze, Isofia, in Agwata local government area. This is right by my right. It's called Ofuyi Hall, and that is the hall where the governor and the candidate for Abga will be voting in. The community is quite calm and very peaceful. Right today, they said they are attending a funeral, and so you hardly see people around on the roads. The roads are almost deserted because of the funeral they have today in the community. So, but basically, they are ready. But then this hall is still under lock and key. There's no sign of anybody there yet, but we understand that this is the hall where the governor votes.
Right. So, Chinwe, have you been able to speak with any INEC officials as to how prepared they are for tomorrow's election? We see that we have a lot of security on ground. Have you been able to speak to them as to how they are prepared for tomorrow's election and the outcome?
Yes, earlier this morning I spoke with the resident electoral commissioner in charge of Agwata local government area, who told me that he could confirm that all the materials were available in the local government, and that they were going to make sure that tomorrow's exercise was going to be hitch-free. I have here with me a woman, an indigene of the community, who would want to speak about their level of preparedness to participate in the election. Please, she's also attending the funeral, I suppose. So, please, what's your name? If you want to speak in Igbo, you go ahead. Don't worry, I'll hold it.
Okay. Good day, no?
And what's your name, ma?
My name is Jenna Nakworum, Mrs. Jenna Nakworum.
Okay, so, ma, are you ready to vote tomorrow?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you scared about anything happening tomorrow?
No, I'm not fearing. I'm going to participate in the election. Any other thing?
No, thank you very much, ma.
I'm indigenous for Isofia.
Okay, so...
Then I married from a Claudia.
Okay, so there you have it from her, an indigene of this community, and they are willing to cast their votes tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Chinwe.
Okay.
We'll keep following up with you as the election is tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
And now we also have our correspondent, Victor Mbadike, who's also in Anambra. Victor, good afternoon. Can you give us an update of where you are and what's going on with the indigents in Anambra State?
Hello, Queen. How you guys doing? Yeah, it's been a beautiful afternoon here so far in Anambra State. So I'm currently at Ekioka main markets in Anambra State, a very, very, very busy area. But let me really start with the security measures put in place by the Commissioner of Police in charge of the state election here. I'm talking about CP Shogunle. Now, again, you must know that this is the first time in the history of this state where we're going to have as much as over 50,000 security personnel disbursed or deployed for the election, which could raise questions or doubts about the integrity of the security situation in Anambra State or Southeast generally, which is not... I mean, that's an obvious reason. I mean, for that kind of number. You remember that sometime in if you look at what happened in Edo State, we had a situation where we only have about 35,000 personnel deployed for that election. I mean, this is the highest, basically. So in terms of security, it does seem that we have it, cleaned up. We have it settled, and the only thing we are waiting for now is how prepared or how, kitted are these security agents in terms of, carrying out their own responsibility. But for the people of Anambra State, they are ready. They're saying they're ready to vote and they're ready to carry out their franchise. Although some persons who will tell you they are not going to vote at all because they feel that whether they vote or not, the situation might just remain the same. I do have Michael very quickly. Michael, let me talk to you very quickly. Good afternoon. I understand that you also were part of the elections. Tell me, what are you expecting? Would you be voting? What's the name of your polling unit? Where are you voting? Do you have a voter's card to start with? Let's start with that.
To be honest with you, as they have given order that tomorrow no movement except those that are going to vote, I will just stay in my house. Because of course, during 2023 election, I tried my possible best to get voters card, but it failed that I haven't gotten it since then. After filling the form then, since then I did not get the voters card until election passed. So since then the thing just comes from my mind to go and get another voters card. Even if, as they're talking about this upcoming one now, I don't have voters card yet. So I will just relax my mind about this voting election. All I know is that those that have the voters card will go and cast their vote, and those that don't have will just relax. Last, winner must emerge tomorrow or next.
So Michael, you are saying you don't have a voters card. That's why you're going to give. Okay, fine. So for those who have voters card, you definitely have to go out to vote. So what's your perception, what's your opinion about the preparation of INEC and security operatives as far as this election is concerned? Because I know your friends, your families will also be out there to vote.
Yes, that one is definitely sure. That some people, even my brother, have voters card, and he will go out to go and vote, because it's through election, through voting, that you make a choice who is leading you. But if you don't go out to vote, anybody they choose will go and represent you, and which is not good. As me personally, as I will not go out tomorrow to go and vote, it's not that I like it, but it's based on the nature of how Nigeria organize some certain things, because many people are frustrated then. For those that have voters card, we definitely go and vote.
All right, thank you so much, Michael. So, Queen, that is an example of some persons who may not be interested in the electoral process. You did hear him clearly that he does not have a voter's card to start with. He did have one time, but somehow he lost it and he's not able to get any more. But this gives us an indication of what happened in the last election that brought in the current, the incumbent governor, Governor Charles Soludo. We understand at that time, just about 12% Anambrans came out to vote during his time that brought him as a governor. That means about 88% did not vote for whatever reason that they have. We are looking at the situation that this does not repeat itself, and that is why for the INEC chairman, Joash Amukbiton, this is like a litmus test, this biggest test yet. So to see how he can really deliver. A lot of hopes on him, a lot of confidence on him to see if the narrative can change in terms of how electioneering goes on in this country. So all eyes are going to be on the beavers, all eyes are going to be on the IREV. All of them have to work, otherwise it's going to be business as usual. And just like Michael said, of course they will not be happy with the turnout. But that is exactly the situation here, Queen, so far. Election observers in the states have had different press conferences to, give their opinion, to say, hey, INEC, you must be professional in your job. Electoral, the electorate, ensure that you do not, buy votes, except that you don't accept money. Just go out there, cast your vote, do not be intimidated, and then go home. For the security agents, ensure that you carry out your own professional duty to protect lives and property, do not intimidate voters. So basically, it's all set up. It's a mixed bag for everybody, but the security, election observers, the voters, all of them, they are geared up for the election. So basically, this is what it is right now. Do not forget that today is expected that civil servants are not supposed to be out today. It's pure holiday for everyone. But because this is the marketplace, so you should know that everybody are out there to do their last or rush hour, buy-ins and all of that. So basically, Queen, in the next 24 hours or less than that, it's going to be showdown here in Anambra State, Queen.
Thank you so much, Victor, for that update. I would have talked about, the Michael not having his voter's card, but that's a discussion for another day. But thank you for the update. We'll follow up and see what happens tomorrow in Anambra. Thank you.